ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into something pretty interesting, something you might not expect.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
We've got a snippet from a longer piece of writing.
Okay.
And it's all about Donald Trump, President-elect Donald Trump. But specifically, it's about his post-election celebration.
Interesting.
And, you think post-election celebration and what comes to mind, big fancy gala.
Right. Some big official event.
Exactly. But not exactly Trump's style, was it?
No, not quite. He decided to do something completely different.
He did.
A UFC event at Madison Square Garden.
A UFC event. Really?
Yeah.
Usually presidents-elect, they do the whole traditional victory lap thing, right?
Yeah. Big fancy gala speech at some historical landmark, all that.
Right. But a UFC fight, what do you think about that? What does that say about his approach to becoming president?
Well, I think to really understand why this is significant, we kind of have to understand a little bit about UFC.
Okay, yeah. For those who maybe aren't familiar, break it down.
All right, so UFC stands for Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Right.
It's a mixed martial arts organization, and let's just say, it's known for its intense, sometimes even brutal fights.
Yeah, definitely not your average ballroom dancing.
Not quite, but it's massively popular, right?
Hugely, yeah.
And it's popular with a particular demographic,
Yeah, who is that?
Well, UFC often taps into these themes of masculinity, strength, this kind of no-holds-barred approach to competition. And these themes, interestingly enough, they really resonated with a lot of Trump's supporters during the election.
I see. So the choice of venue, it wasn't just like a personal preference. It was a calculated move.
I think so. Absolutely.
To connect with a specific group of voters.
Exactly.
Really solidify that image,
Yeah, a way to reinforce his image as a strong man, someone who breaks the mold, doesn't play by the traditional political rules.
Right. And get this. The source mentions he attended the event with Elon Musk.
Oh, wow.
This is, years before the whole Twitter takeover thing.
Right.
But even then, it's like, whoa, a billionaire and a billionaire.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What do you think? It's just a social outing? Or could there be more to that pairing?
It's definitely intriguing, both of them, known for their ambition, their kind of disruptive approach to their industries, their willingness to really challenge the status quo.
Yeah.
So it's possible this event was, I don't know, maybe a sign of some kind of alliance forming, or at least a recognition that they have some shared interests.
Huh. Okay. So we've got this unusual choice of venue.
Yeah.
We've got the connection with Elon Musk.
Uh-huh.
And then the source describes the event itself.
Okay.
And this is a very specific scene. Trump enters to Kid Rock.
Wow.
Fist pumping.
Okay.
Dancing to YMCA. Fair cry from the elegant orchestrated state dinner. You know what I mean?
Totally. What do you think the music, the atmosphere, what does it tell us about the image he's trying to project? Well, I think it just reinforces that idea of him being unconventional.
Yeah.
Rejecting the whole political establishment thing, the music, the atmosphere, it all kind of plays into this persona of a man of the people. Someone who's not afraid to let loose, have a good time.
Right. So this is all pretty calculated, and I'm sure it probably got some mixed reactions.
Oh, absolutely.
You think?
Well, on one hand, you have Trump supporters. They probably saw this as like a bold statement, a sign that he really was a different kind of leader. Authentic, relatable.
Right.
But then you have his opponents. They might have seen it as crass, unpresidential, maybe even a little unnerving.
So let's try to put this all together. We've got this unusual event.
Yes.
We've got these connections between Trump, Elon Musk, Dana White.
Right.
Dana White, the president of UFC, he was a big Trump supporter.
He was very vocal about it.
And then there's the pretty obvious political messaging.
Yeah. It seems pretty clear that this was a deliberate strategy on Trump's part.
You think so?
Yeah, to cultivate a very specific image and appeal to a very specific base. And it really raises an important question,
What's that?
How might this unconventional start, how might it foreshadow the tone and style of his presidency? Think about it, the power of symbolism, the power of public appearances to shape political narratives.
It's definitely something to think about
It is.
as we reflect on this moment in history.
Yeah, it's fascinating.